Hello, YouTube Lego fans. Welcome back to the channel of Jack Brick. You might hear this is not Jack Brick, this is Bricksterdam. And today I'm doing a collaborative video together with Jack Brick, who's also here. Let's hear him.
What? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel.
Exactly. And last week or whenever he's going to upload this, we did the introduction. We talked a bit about dots, about how we got to know each other, and where my city name comes from, Lego Dots, the Brickstow website. And today we're going to continue and we're going to do a build video.
Here, here. Cheers to that. We totally are. And, well, I think it is really hard with this video tool. We can't expose it at the same time, right?
No, but before we show, I don't know, you might already show it in the screen. What's on the left bottom there? Is that Harry Potter?
Did you say beer before we start?
I think we've lost the connection.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. I'm just
Uh,
kidding. That is indeed Harry Potter. Wait, let me fix that for you.
it's all right. I was going to say, just before we start building, I'm going to do a small introduction. What we're going to do has to do with the new summer wave of sets. Lego introduced in Europe starting June the 1st. In America, I believe they have to wait till August. That's a bit controversial over there. And Jack is already showing on the screen. I see one of the new sets, Harry Potter, the Private Drive, I think is the English name. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. And now I need to talk a little because otherwise no one can see. You know why I bought this set?
Yes, I know, and I'd rather you not say it aloud. Uh,
No. Just a short. You know this one?
yes.
It was my little photo build of the Ford Anglia, which is the model car from the Harry Potter. And for those of you who watch this channel on a more regular basis, you probably have seen the video where I explained that I made this one with only two photos of a set which featured this car. And I bought this set only to have the original.
Ah, cool. Well, let me also show something I got from the latest wave. And then after that, I'm going to unveil what set we're going to build. And yeah, we're going to get started. So
Perfect.
I got one of the Monkey Kid sets. And I'm not someone who likes mechs or any fighting stuff. So I parted out the sets, but I really like some of the minifigures that come in the set. This is the actual Monkey Kid with
That's really
his
cool.
really cool headphones. The monkey print at the back. Then we have this bully. Well, it's a bull, so, and he looks a bit menacingly.
Is that the same figure that has that big truck?
I'm not sure. I'm not into the storyline that much.
Neither am I. We need to figure that out somehow.
Was that a that joke? Figure it out.
No, 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 no.
But the last figure I'm going to show from this set, she also has a really cool helmet, but I forgot to prepare that now for this video. So yeah, those are three highlights for me. I also got a bunch of friend sets with really nice prints. There's these heart pieces that have been around for 2 or 3 years now. They come in tan and have a waffle print. So I really like those.
Oh yeah, those are awesome.
And yeah, well, I'm gonna show first the sets we're gonna build together. Drum roll. It's the 4049 hot rod, the
What?
gift with purchase. Oh, you haven't got that one, eh?
I think, I don't know. Do I have that one? I do. And even for the occasion, I've created this, which is 48 by 48 big base plate with a display that can go
Ah,
round
cool,
and
man.
round and round.
That's really cool.
Yeah, let me quickly show you what I did. I used one of the older rotating pieces. It's underneath here. I can
Just the
quickly,
turntable, or oh, that one, yeah.
only that little piece. And with that little piece, I just started bricking until I reached a width of 32 studs. So I would be able to put a base plate on it. But we do need to build the hot rod actually before I can display it on this thing.
That makes sense.
So time to crack open the boxes.
Yes.
By the way, while we are opening these boxes, really big compliment for catching me on a dad joke, which wasn't intentionally.
Well, you're the only one of us who can make that joke. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm the one with a kid.
that's what I meant. Which basically is that joke in itself. But
That's true as well. Do we want to say anything about the box? I think the back of the box is...
it's made of cardboard, I think. So I think it's a really useful material.
I think it's recyclable. But I'm looking at the back now, and if I start talking and keep talking, then the screen will keep capturing me. We have two minifigures, I guess, which is cool. And you see the back of the hot rod, which is, well, pretty a classic look. I am really curious to how that is going to turn out. Oh,
Well,
I see you're going professional.
don't know if this is professional, but this is how I like to build, indeed.
Yeah, you sort your stuff into a dot box. I have that same thing, and that's really a smart idea.
Well, usually I use more trays. In this case, I only use one because the space is limited.
Don't you just love the sound of a bag of Lego opening? And rolling Lego pieces? Did you find anything special already, Patrick?
What do you mean by special?
As in piece-wise?
It's think it's pretty. Yeah, maybe the rear fenders. At least I think they're for the rear. The mold might have changed since last time I had one from the Speed Champions. I'm not sure if they were this shape on the outside. It's
No, it's.
I don't think
I know what you mean. It's turning
the
to the inside here on the side of the fender.
yeah it's slightly might be slightly different, and the range is in flat silver. That's a nice touch. But for the rest, it's yeah, common stuff.
Yeah, pretty much as we would expect it to be. Slightly adjusted the angle here from the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing.
I'm not paying attention to that. You can see I'm a rookie with YouTube videos because I'm just building like I always do, having the set in hand.
Well, I think it's really nice that you have this sorting box. I think it might speed up your building process, bro.
I don't know. I'm not going for speed.
No, neither am I. Neither am I.
So you told me you got back into the Lego hobby when you saw the Downtown Diner because you like 50s American stuff. And are hot rods also part of the culture you that gets you interested?
Yeah, totally. Really,
So
really
you
sharp.
so you can tell me a bit about hot rod history then or not?
Oh, I didn't know that it was a car show.
No, I thought we're building a hot rod. I'm gonna ask you if you can tell me some nice things I
Yeah.
don't know about.
Well, that's fair play. Didn't see that one coming, and I do have some sort of an answer, I guess. But it's not per
Don't,
se hot rod related.
okay, don't sweat it. I did a Google search myself as well, but so we can talk about hot rods a bit.
Yeah,
Not
what
too
did you
long.
find out about hot rods?
I asked the question first. So I'm gonna give you the floor.
Well, then I'm first getting back to your kind of your introduction, I think, because you mentioned indeed that I shared with you that the real AFOL in me was born when I saw that diner set. And to explain about that a little bit, I in Holland we have a word for it. It's called heimwee, and the closest in English is feeling homesick, I think.
I hate to break it to you. It's not a Dutch word.
No,
It's
it's German, right? Yeah, you got me there. But we as the Netherlands, of course, always adopt foreign words if they're better than ours.
But we have the word gezellig.
Yeah, true. And this is very gezellig, building together.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And
we're completely going off topic, but
I'm at page 10 or step 8.
yeah.
And I have to search for the tile with clip, and I've been looking for it in black, and I couldn't find it. I need to search for a blue one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit annoyed with myself.
But you also have all your blue bricks in a blue box, so
Nah, it's more like a teal box or medium azure.
true. I think everyone who's watching this video right now is still waiting for me to explain What's the story about the diner set?
No, and also about hot rods.
And also about hot rods, totally. So I was about to explain something about that homesickness, maybe nostalgia. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know in what point of my life it happened, but there was a certain point where I just, well, kind of felt like, after watching a lot of movies and TV series that all are situated in that era.
And any specific you series or films you like?
No, that's kind of hard to tell. I'm a Tarantino fan, but he didn't quite do anything specific in that era. Um, there is one video game though. It's called L.A. Noire, and which is a really dark story, and you experience it like a movie. Uh, but that just came later, and I already developed it. But wherever it comes from, it's mostly that everything is slower, right? The pace of the world is slower.
Hmm.
The pace of travel was slower. We were with less people, and it's weird. It's like yearning for an era in which you never lived yourself. So it's probably just a really too romantic view on the whole era.
I can relate to that. Often described myself as a late born hippie. So, as a '60s child born in the '80s.
Well, I think one of the things I noticed is that we do have a lot of similarities in the way we both look at the world, modern day society, and those kind of things.
Very true.
And maybe for the younger builders, I should just show a little bit for everyone watching where I am the build. But for everyone, it's a really cool car.
And this is where I am at the moment.
Is that instruction 11?
No, 15, 16.
Oh, 15, 16. Well, we weren't about speed, but you're definitely going faster than I am.
Yeah,
But
but
I think it's really, yeah.
I made you do a lot of talking, so I could just power through it. So that's
Yeah,
not really a fair comparison.
true. We did, in fact, talk about building and listening to things, right?
Yes.
It is something fun. Some of the followers might know already, but the Blocks on Blocks podcast, which is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever podcast platform you're on, really cool. Um, Something I usually combine with building Legos. Just listening, having it in the background. But that's not quite your thing, right? Do you combine building with music?
Hardly ever. I struggle with combining, focusing on two things. You see, I start talking, I stop building. I struggle with that. What I have done is, well, you know about him as well. When Thiago Catarino did a few live streams, I joined in and had trays like this in front of me and was just sorting Lego that needed to be sorted. Uh, that I could manage, but yeah, actually building and focusing, it, I think it's tough. I was struggling earlier in the video, so yeah.
Well, I do have a lot of respect for the fact that you just go for the focus, right? Which I think is an underestimated thing to do. In my day job, I actually coach people in creating focus for their work instead of playing chess on like 60 chess games at, at once. Just play one, win that one, and then go to the next.
Exactly. And here I've spotted a mistake I've made.
Did you skip a step?
Yep.
Well, in a build like this, skipping a step is not that big of a thing, but I did have that once with a modular. And if you find out you skipped a step in a modular, when you're like 20 or 30 instruction pages on already, you don't want to
Horrible.
be there.
No, nah. Modulars for me are great parts packs, but I would never build one.
No, you told me. You're totally next level on your own creativity in opposed to me, I think.
Well, next level, next level. Don't exaggerate. But yeah, I'd rather have imperfect buildings and show something like these Zaanse Schanshuisjes, which give really cool feedback from people, than build modulars that, well, the entire AFO community has and shows on Instagram.
Yeah, fair point, fair
No,
point.
no disrespect to anyone who likes modulars and has them on their Instagram. It's just not for me.
No, I know. I respect that. I totally feel dissed right now, and I'm going to cry in a corner within a few minutes. But with that
Well,
said, it's all okay, man.
I think you would do that anyway, regardless of anything I tell you.
No, just kidding,
No,
just
but
kidding. No, I did.
we we were stopping short in your story about the the nostalgia for the era and the
Mhm.
American culture, and yeah, do you know what hot rod in American culture is? It, is it is it mainstream? Is it more counterculture?
As I understand correctly, but there's probably a lot of Americans watching and going to correct us. Well, in any way, correct me in the comments. But as far as I know, it's one of those subculture things from just the normal man doing something in the weekend and trying to build up something really cool and getting some old beat up banged up car to do so.
It's also, as far as Wikipedia is concerned, it's just not just any beaten up car. The Ford Juice from 1932 uh, apparently is one of the most popular cars in the hot rod scene. And what surprises me, and that's why I brought in this little vehicle in our previous video, um, the Ford Deuce is not uh, convertible like this one we're building now. And
Mm-hmm.
if you just do a Google search on hot rod vehicles, most of them are uh, do have the closed top. So I'm a bit surprised by this build, to be honest.
Yeah, you're surprised by the convertible part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Well, it's mainly a thing for the one who is converting it, I guess, to choose whether you go with an original, like does it have a hard top or just a roof or maybe a soft top like this one. But you do make a fair point. In all the hot rods I have ever seen in TV shows and on car series such as West Coast Customs and all that, I haven't seen a lot of convertibles. That's totally true. But yeah, it's a gift with purchase, right? So I think Lego just figured like, well, we want to prevent the set from being way expensive, so let's skip the roof and let's make it a convertible.
Well, now you're oversimplifying things. You know why this set is made in this form, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because this set has been released twice before um,
Yeah, that's
in
true.
a bigger scale. So it's really a tribute to older sets. So you can say this gift with purchase is targeted at AFOLs,
Mm-hmm.
although kids will be, or at least boys will probably like cars just as much.
Well, if I was a girl, I probably wanted to get married in a car like this. Maybe Mama's
Well,
Bricks, Winter Bricker. Girls, please tell us, what do you think of the hot rod? Is it hot or not?
no. Well, according to the girls in Bricksterdam,
Ooh, the girls in Bricksterdam.
what they told me,
Let's get into that.
yes, they said that this is Rod and he's hot.
So it's not about the car, it's all about the driver.
Exactly.
What's that old saying? It's not the size that matters, but it matters what you
What
do
you
with
do with it?
it.
Let's keep it family friendly.
Oh yeah, family friendly. Yeah, totally. I'm building the first exhaust now.
Okay. I made a mistake. I'll. Can you fill the next minute or so?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
I need to get some parts.
I'm going to talk about positioning this muffler in the hot rod, and I'm really wondering how Bricksterdam is getting parts. Was this set incomplete? We're going to hear within a few minutes. But as where I am now, I think this is a really cool model. I think the lighting is a bit dark on my screen, but you can see where it's going, right? We've got the seat here and the steering wheel. Well, it's really dark. The seat and the steering wheel and this little windscreen, which is important because if you're as hot as Rod when you're driving your hot rod, you don't want your hair to get in it all messy. And now I'm talking about hair. I need to build the little guy. That's the girl's face. That's not going to work. Yeah. Ah,
No,
yes, this awesome aviator glasses.
the reason I was missing for a bit is I'm doing a couple of slight variations, and I'm not going to apply the stickers.
Ah, nice. That is something I always, when I buy a set to brick a set, I'm always really in doubt if I'm going to do stickers or not. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do all of them, and sometimes I just leave some of them out.
But I thought, look, what I've done here, I've replaced the regular light bluish gray tiles one by one with metallic silver, I think it is. Studs one by one. I didn't have them as tiles in my stock. And what I've done is change the sticker here. But what I thought it was, because there were 4 black holes, is a 1x4 plate, and I had prepared 2 1x4 plates next to me, and it's 1x3, so I needed to change that.
Ah, nice. We definitely need to get some close-up pictures. So anyway, to share on Instagram, but also to montage in the video, so people can see the details on that one.
Oh, for sure, we will fix that. Oh, by the way, on the technical side, a note for you, Jack. I've lost power on my laptop, so I haven't got a clue what you're doing. Can't see it. So I'm just going on my own here a bit.
We're totally going freestyle. Awesome.
Yeah. But do you also know the Ford Deuce 9032 I was talking about or not?
Yeah, I think I do, but I'm not quite sure. And I don't have a device lying around to check it out, but
That's a shame.
but do
I was
tell.
going to ask your opinion if you thought it would be a good car for the big creator expert cars as a follow-up to the Ford Mustang or the Fiat 500.
Oh, dude,
Because I think it would make a really great car.
yeah, I can totally answer that from the top of my mind without actually seeing the car or seeing the model, because I think Lego does an amazing job with those bigger car sets. They're so detailed, and most of them do give us newer, what are they called? Newer pieces, newer elements.
Yeah,
So
parts.
yeah, so I definitely think they should do one. I also must state that I don't own any of them. And there's kind of a reason for that, because with the city of Brickstow, together with my son and his friend, Dom and Kev, we're mostly focused on city. And for some reason, I tried to plant a money tree in my garden, but for some reason, there are no bills growing on the thing. So I do need to make choices where I spend my money on.
No, but you first have to put your savings in the ground, and then the tree will grow.
Ah,
And I think you've spent too much money on Lego recently to get a sturdy one.
yeah, I don't. There's nothing left to put in the ground, man.
Now I've got the VW T1 camper. I've got the Mini Cooper. I've got a Ferrari F40. Would it be one? Would it be one of the better options to do next?
Yeah, that is a good question. I think, despite my personal preferences and me trying to fit this light on this brick, which isn't working, I switched the. Whatever. I think I'm just I'm just having trouble combining the building and the talking right now. Sound familiar? But
Yeah.
I really do have an opinion on that. I think yeah, a hot rod would totally stand out because we have that massive green Lamborghini in Technic now. So
Yeah.
that is totally a really modern thing, and that came out after the little Fiat 500, which is classic. So
Hmm.
if they want to be consistent in releasing a classic, a modern, a classic, a modern, then we're totally up for a classic one.
Yeah, but the Technic and the 18 plus don't really interact like that. The 18 plus are basically always classics because we also had the Ford Mustang and Aston Martin DB6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's true. So there are different themes, and they just go autonomously on what they're going to release next. Yeah, true,
Exactly.
true. What's your opinion?
Uh, I've seen the pictures. So I thought from that would be a really nice car if they would do it next.
Yeah, I think so too. So without further ado, we do have some building results. What do you think of this? I need to turn this a little bit more slow so you all can see the results. There's Rod. It is Hot Rod. Patrick, could you show yours?
Yeah, I don't know. Did I should have
Ja,
talked, of course. Did the camera capture it or not?
nou die moet even overnieuw.
Het was wel. Hij was zo perfect
Hij
raak.
was heel perfect raak. Oké, begin ik weer eerst?
Even kijken. Ja.
So without further ado. De camera is er nog niet. So without further ado, here we have our result of today. Our parallel build of Rod's Hot Rod. Me and Patrick Bricksterdam built it together. This awesome gift with purchase. So it's here on my rotating street, which is controlled manually, so I need to switch hands. I think it's an awesome build, especially because it's free.
Play.
Patrick, could you share your thoughts on this one?
Kijken of ik hem nu wel raak. Zo.
What?
Kun je nu wel? Mag ik hem nu wel? I think Rod has a really hot rod. It's a really nice build. It's a nice car. Like I said, should we call this a hot rod? I doubt that a little bit. But that's just, yeah. Is that really a discussion we should be having? I think it's a fairly decent set. If this was a city set for €10, I think I would also be interested in it. So I think Lego has done a really decent job.
Yeah, I would.
It's just, yeah, why did they include the stickers apart from the license plates? Because I don't miss them in the way I've built it.
Now, that's a fair point. I think the sticker on the side here for our viewers, it says Hot Rod. Well, without the sticker, Lego, I think we should have known.
Now, but the Hot Rod sticker I think was also in the original set, so I can understand why they did it. But yeah, to me it doesn't add value.
I agree. I prefer printed tiles anyway. But I do think it's okay that they used stickers to just make it a bit more flashy. I think for the non-AFOL fans, it's really cool. And as you can see in my little scene here, I don't know how enthusiastic this girl is, but she's walking towards Rod with a big wrench and a hammer. Maybe he insulted her or something. I don't know. But Bricksterdam, Patrick,
Or it's a really old car, maybe something broke.
I think so too.
If you look at her face and torso, she's obviously mechanic. So because the dirt and she's been working.
Yeah, that's totally true. I don't think she's in it for the guy. She's just in it for the car.
Or the paycheck.
Yeah, that too.
You noticed on Rod the school he went to.
No, I haven't.
If you look at the torso,
Yeah.
he went to Ninjago High. He has the
Oh,
jacket.
he does.
Because this is a torso that was either in the first Ninjago City or the Ninjago City Docks. And that's why this torso was first used. It's also in the donut shop opening. The cameraman has this one.
That's a pretty awesome detail.
And there's also, with the same initials, torso for Newbury High. And I have used that torso in a vignette build when we did the Corona vignettes for Brickstow. And it's the orange and blue, but
Really cool. Yeah, and I think his pants are dirty. I guess that's
yeah.
because he's just well trying to repair his crappy hot rod.
I was in doubt for a moment. I was like, hey, does this leg assembly, does it belong to him or does it belong to the mechanic?
Yeah.
And I, on second thought, I don't think I have seen this print before. It might have been used before, just not in a set I own.
No, I'm really in doubt about that as well. Before we close this video, I have a little surprise for you, actually. So,
Tell me.
well, be sure that you are looking at my screen because I'm now moving away the hot rod.
I have a feeling this has to do something with Raptor or Rex.
Well, it isn't.
That's something new.
Look at my screen and keep looking and start your response
Oh,
now.
wow, cool.
This is
Man,
yours.
that's quick. Thanks, man.
The book isn't showing, but you know which one it is,
No,
right? Tell the audience.
Oh, even the camera went upside down. It's the I'm gonna tell the viewers what this is. I'm a fan of the Lego Lunar New Year sets. I made Jack buy the big Temple Fair set earlier this year when he didn't know what to buy for the train gift with purchase. And I have been collecting the Chinese Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year sets from the last 2 years. And this is the monthly mini builds. And this is the only one I don't have. So I told him that recently. And now he's bringing this. Cool, man. Thanks.
I scored it for you, and it's heading your way. For everyone who wants to
Awesome.
know, a picture, it's 40395. It's a miniature version of the New Year's Chinese dragon. You can
And
see his head here.
the picture will be on Instagram in the Bricksterdam account shortly after uploading this video.
Awesome. I just
So I won't spoil it before release.
awesome. I just thought it would be nice, and it's really cool to do this little project with you. We've made 2 videos now, one to just tease the audience, and the other to actually build that hot rod together. And I thought it was a really nice session. We spent more time than I thought, and I just wanted to surprise you a little.
Yeah, it's a really cool surprise, man.
I'm glad
Thanks.
that worked, and so now we're going to close, man. We're going to back to brickstow.com. Let's chill on the community and on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Anything you want to add on that?
People that this is coming. No, yeah, massive thanks to everybody who stuck with us during the videos. I hope it was as fun to watch as it was for us to do the videos. And yeah, maybe till next time. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you want to see more from us or what you want.
Totally. And look us up at brickstow.com. We'll see you there. This is a public service announcement brought to you in part by Jack Brick. If you like our videos, subscribe and hit on that bell so you'll be sure you are not going to miss out on our next video. See you in Brickstow.